Welcome to Cobra Convos, the official podcast of Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute. This is where real conversations meet real opportunities. I'm your host, Ethan Hall, and each episode we highlight the people, programs, and stories that make CCC&TI a place where futures take shape. In today's episode, we're talking about Boost NC with Nancy Risch and Allie Johnson. Boost NC is a program that helps students graduate faster, save money, and obtain higher wage jobs. Boost also provides personalized advising, financial support, and real-world career preparation. Let's jump into the conversation with Nancy and Allie. Welcome back to the Cobra Convos podcast. I'm your host, Ethan. Today we're talking about Boost NC, and I'm with...
Hi, I'm Nancy Risch, and I am the director of Boost and also work with advising and our transfer partnerships.
And I'm Allie Johnson, and I am the academic advisor for our Boost students.
So what exactly is Boost NC?
So Boost NC is a new program we have here at Caldwell. Actually, it's not just at Caldwell. We have 8 community colleges in the state that's working with Boost. It is a grant-funded project funded by Arnold Ventures, and it allows us to provide students extra academic support and financial support to try to get to the finish line in a quicker time period. So we're really trying to get students graduated into high-demand and or high-wage jobs, hopefully both, within a 2 to 3 year window. So trying to get that on-time graduation that a lot of times doesn't happen so much at the community college.
That's awesome. So who exactly is eligible for Boost?
So there's not, luckily there's not, for a lot of students, there's not grade requirements or anything like that. We do require students to be on financial aid because we're trying to give them support, but we can't fund tuition. So we need them to already have that financial aid support. It is for students that have high school diploma, residents of North Carolina on financial aid, and then students who are, I always say, new-ish. So we're looking for students that aren't already at the graduation line because that wouldn't really give us the data we want. So we're looking for students that have less than 24, 25 credit hours already earned. And there are certain programs that are eligible. It's a big number. It's more than half of our programs. It's our transfer programs, so the Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, our teacher prep programs. Also in the applied sciences, I think all of our health science programs are eligible now. And a lot of the technology programs like engineering, mechatronics, biotechnology, automotive, welding. So really those jobs that are going to go and lead to the high-wage, high-demand careers.
Okay, Allie, what is some unique ways that Boost provides support for eligible students?
Okay, so basically we're trying to help our students in any way that we can. We have $600 a year towards tuition and books, so they can use $300 in the fall and $300 in the spring. There's not funding for summer, but if someone takes a summer class and they've not used it all, it will roll over. And then we also have $800 for the year, $100 each month, so up to 8 months, that students can use that money for whatever they want. That check is written to them and they can take it, they can go to the movies, like Nancy said sometimes. It's really whatever they want to use it for. Gas, $100 helps everybody needs that. But also besides that, the requirements are that they have to meet with me. That's the only catch. So as long as they're meeting with me, they're getting that money. So on top of money, they are getting support from myself and Nancy and the other programs that they're aligned with for advising and pushing them and being extra support for them along the way.
Awesome. So they come to you a couple times a month at first and then they get money.
Yes, we're just basically helping them become more of an involved student. So on top of the meeting with me twice a month, for the semester, they will have student engagement activities. There's 2 of those a semester, and there's 2 career activities a semester. Now, the career ones can be anything that aligns with their career. If they attend a career fair that we have on campus, that'll count. For student engagement, like our fall festival coming up, that counts, or any athletic event that they attend. So we're just helping them become more involved.
Boost NC is new to us, but there's similar programs throughout the country. What results did those programs achieve?
Those other programs actually have kind of staggering results. This Boost program in North Carolina is based off of a program from New York called ASAP, and it has had an effect of like doubling the graduation rate for their participants. It was very similar: extra academic support, extra time meeting with advisors, et cetera, and some financial incentives there. And it has doubled the graduation rate and also increased salaries. So while we're really excited about Boost, we're excited because we know what it can do. The program's been replicated several other places. It's been replicated in, obviously New York, Ohio, I think Colorado. There's a few other places it's been done. It's never been done statewide like this before. So while I mentioned earlier that we have 8 schools this year, we're bringing on 7 more schools next year for the state of North Carolina. So that'll be 15 schools where this is operating. In Ohio, I want to say 3 years out, they had obviously doubled the graduation rate, but students were earning over $2,000 more a year than non-Boost participants or non-ASAP participants for there. In New York, it was the same results. It was graduation rate had doubled, and the financial incentives, I want to say within maybe 6 or 8 years, students were earning more than $3,000 more. And that just compounds year after year. So if you start out making more money because of the graduation or the degrees, they also transfer in greater numbers too. So more Boost students go on to earn bachelor's degrees. So those earnings compound year after year to where it really does make a difference, and it increases over time. I'll also just say what Allie was talking about earlier with the meeting the advisor more and the being more engaged on campus and the career activities and things. Research always shows that students who are engaged better, students who have buy-in to the school will fare better. They have higher GPAs, they earn more credits, they graduate in better numbers. Same thing with relationships on campus. And it doesn't matter who it is. It can be an instructor, it can be an advisor, it can be just someone who, a coach or whatever, someone who works on campus who can help guide them. All of those things. So we're incentivizing it with the extra funding, but what we're really getting students to do is what students should be doing, which is being engaged on campus, taking time to work on the career prep early, and just really being engaged and making relationships.
We're going to take a quick break from that conversation and talk about something that could be really useful if you're a student or planning to be a student here at CCC&TI. If you are a North Carolina resident and your household income is less than $80,000 a year, you could qualify for the Next NC Scholarship. This scholarship helps by covering a significant, if not all, of the fees, tuition, and other related costs that is associated with coming to community college. The best part about this scholarship is that it is not a loan, so you don't have to pay the money back. If you want to learn more about the Next NC Scholarship, visit cccti.edu or get in contact with one of our financial aid team members, and they would be happy to assist you. The idea is they come through Boost, they're more engaged, they're more academically engaged, they're more engaged in student activities and relationships, and then they come out and either they're going to transfer, and they already know what's going on in college, they're going to transfer right into a 4-year, or they're going to go out into the workforce and make more money than they would have before Boost.
Right. And some of that is, like I said, because they're earning the degrees and maybe getting through in a quicker time period. Some of that also is that with those extra career activities, they're getting opportunities and they're getting pushed by Allie to do things like internships and volunteer experiences that might correlate into better, leadership activities or something like that. So they're also adding things to their resume, if you will, and adding things to their skill set that they might not have gotten otherwise.
So this is a cohort of students, and there's limited spots, and there's also a priority deadline. So do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we have about 70 students that are enrolled already. We need about 40 more of those, and we would love to have everybody by October 31st. It is a rolling enrollment, so for spring we can have more people, more numbers. So please do not think that you're counted out if you do not apply by October 31st. We just want as many as we can by October 31st. This does also go for the Caldwell and Watauga campus. We have a variety of students. I travel to Watauga at least twice a month. 9 of our students that are already enrolled are from Watauga. In that, we have 19 of those are adult learners, and half of those are from the Watauga campus. And then we have 19 of our athletes who are a part of Boost already.
Awesome. So it's a wide range of students. It's not just one specific group. It's
Absolutely. No, we want all of you, and this is a incentive to help you get a little extra money, and you're helping us as well. So it's a win-win situation.
So if a student is interested and they want to see if they're eligible, how do they find out more information about Boost?
So students can find out more information about Boost by going to our website at www.cccti.edu/boost, or just typing in Boost on our website. If you go to that page, you will find my information and Nancy's information at the bottom, or you can fill out the application online and we will work through those to get back to you on if you qualify or not.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cobra Nation. I will put all this information down below, and we'll see you next time.